What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and it's no secret that the Packers offense isn't what it's been the past two seasons, whether it be obviously losing Devontae Adams, a little bit of hero ball from 12, personnel issues, abandoning the run game, and maybe who should be playing right tackle. But amidst all those issues, they're still 3-2, and one of the major reasons why, at least on the offensive side of the ball, is the play of guard Jon Runyan Jr., who was a 6th-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Packers fans' just favorite draft class, of course. Yeah. But he's been really, really good this season in year 3. 0, count 'em, pressures allowed in 162 opportunities through 5 weeks. He's been a key cog on this offensive line. He has really secured one of the guard spots, and that's kind of why it makes it tougher for guys to kind of kick back inside to their best spot while they're playing tackle. I'm looking at you, Elton Jenkins. But today, we're going to dive into the tape and see what has made Jon Runyan Jr.'s 3rd season so impressive. So let's roll tape and take a look at what he's done through 5 games. All right, guys, here we go into the film room here, looking at Jon Runyan Jr. here. We got 5 games worth, so let's get rolling. First clip, kind of a failed stunt here from Minnesota, who gets exotic with some pressure looks. We got kind of almost a 3-on-2 at this point that they're going to turn into. But again, protection is slided well. But really what I want to focus on is how Jon Runyan handles Danielle Hunter, who, you know, obviously is a flexible pass rusher. You know, he's very quick. He's very sudden with his movements. He can win in a lot of different ways. And he was able to stop him in his tracks here. Again, we're getting Danielle Hunter at 3 tech. He's rushing. They're getting into some exotic looks. And Runyan trying to cross face. He's trying to disengage, create leverage for himself, and Runyan does a good job staying in front, not allowing him to swipe the hands. He's able to reset and continue to stay in front of him with a little help from Josh Myers there at the end. Again, we don't talk about Runyan as much as a run blocker, and he's not the best at it. There's a lot of landmark issues. There's a lot of sustaining blocks issues. There's a lot of balance issues in the run game. But, you know, quick pull, make sure we take out this corner. It's a nice, simple assignment, but he's able to take care of it because he's got the quicks and he's got the linear speed to handle those space blocking assignments. Here's a really good one. I like this. This shows up later, and this is why it's important. He knows he's got Myers to his inside. And so what Runyan's doing here is he's making sure he's taking a peek at Robert Quinn, 94, because obviously he's the most potent threat out here. And Yosh Nijman is taking snaps at left tackle. So he's got eyes on Robert Quinn here in case, we're going to come back in if he needs to be present in this gap. He knows, okay, as long as I got my outstretched arm, I know Myers is here. That's going to come up later, but it shows you, again, he can have that vision. He's paying attention to other threats along the defensive line while handling his own responsibility. Here, this is a guy who I think a lot of people should be keyed in on. Just if you're watching the NFL in general, Dominique Robinson, a day 3 pick by the Bears. He was a phenomenal athlete. He has so many tools, but he's just new to the position as a pass rusher. And so Bears getting him inside here to try and get around to someone like Runyan with the quicks, the explosiveness he has. But Runyan, look at that. We're in tight. He can't disengage off of that, and he has got nowhere to go. Okay? He can't get in the way. He's got to resort to going up top to try and deflect a pass. Obviously, Rodgers sacked here, but Runyan taking care of his assignment. Once again, slide your feet. Stay in this. Don't let a lot of space come through here. Again, stay engaged. Close the space. Roll your hips. Once again, staying moving. He tried to be able to get this defensive lineman too, but again, he stayed in front of his assignment, and look at this. Allows, again, Rodgers, who had nobody downfield, 12 scrambles for a pretty big game. This is the type of like quicks, linear explosiveness we want to see. This is this zone run. Everything's about second level urgency here. He gets to his assignment, and we're asking you to cut off this linebacker, one of the 2 linebackers. We need you to cut this guy off on the backside. We don't want him threatening the play. Did the play go all that well? No. Are they working on issues on the right side of the offensive line? Absolutely. Newman and Jenkins, it isn't great, but Runyan got to his assignment there. Again, this is a fun one because, again, assignment. Here he is, 5'3", need him. Running the screenplay. Everybody's got to get out of your perimeter. Hey, Runyan, I need you to hook this guy, okay? And he does. Look at that. Able to get around him. Now we've got lanes. Engaged. Nyman's able to now get to Jackson. That's what we needed. This is why, again, the Packers are able to work so well in the LaFleur scheme, is because they've got these athletic, quick offensive linemen who can get linear. Nyman didn't do a great job on Jackson, but again, Runyan, assignment-oriented. He's in his spot. Here, against 93. Tries the hand swipe. It works a little bit. There's a chance for 93 to get some leverage here, but quick reset of the hands. Now he's going to resort to the spin move. Runyan is able to, if you watch, I'm going to show it again just really quick, able to kind of shrug him off, push him off. So he's got, again, the spin is inefficient. We'll show you one more time so you get the gist. But as he is spinning, there is a push right there, extension arm. So the turn is inefficient. The spin move doesn't work as a counter. His hands are active. They reset. Now here it comes, okay? Robinson's his assignment. We're blocked up really well on this side. We've got 3-on-2 here in these A gaps. Myers is going to help out. You can see Runyan the vision. He's like, all right, I need to help Quinn out. I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to knock him over. And he knocked him over. Big-time play. He's helping out his guys when he needs to. Not a lot from this Tampa Bay game, but I do think it's good to see him, again, hands in tight, engaged against one of the tougher assignments in the league in Vita Vea. Strong nose tackle, in his face, not giving up ground. That's impressive stuff. And that's, again, when you're taking on guys like Vea and guys like Barmore in this game against the Patriots, that's why we've got 0 pressures on 162 opportunities. So here, good work. Again, hands are in tight. We're not giving up leverage, allowing this shot play to happen. Not a great throw by 12. But again, look at that set. He's quick into the set here. This is not an easy assignment. Again, Patriots are another team that gets kind of funky with the fronts. This is a quicker pass rusher on the interior. He's trying to swipe and get around. Great job of recovery here with the footwork. Stay choppy with the feet. Slide with him. And we get a big play to Lazard because, again, Rodgers has enough time in the pocket and you're not giving up too much ground on the interior. Again, Barmore's not an easy player to handle here. And you're giving up a little ground, but you're anchoring. And Rodgers is able to get this throw off. Oh, hey, let's bury him on the ground there up top if you saw that. So, again, Barmore's not an easy player to handle in pass protection. This is a straight-up bull rush. He does a good job. Again, look, hands are low to reset, and we'll put you on the ground for good measure at the end. Again, this, a nice set. We're in with our hands. We're in tight. Outside hand here is in tight, and we're getting help from Bakhtiari there. But, again, Runyan does a good job just absorbing the bull rush, resetting his hands when he needs to with guys who opt for the hand swipe as their initial move. Again, protection slides here. We've got this covered. Dietrich Wise is trying to knife through this gap, and we're going to close the space. Easy play for Runyan to make. We don't need to see that drop happen. Again, same thing. Eyes are here. We're looking, but we're also looking at Dietrich Wise on the outside against Bakhtiari. Vision, staying tight. Rodgers has time, but you see Bakhtiari losing this rep. Myers had his eyes on Wise the whole time. We're going to get out here. If Rodgers didn't have this dump-off option and he need to move up, you see Runyan take care of this. Just watch Wise out here. Watch Runyan turn and look for him, and he's going to get a piece out here. You can see him in the pad of him, get him off balance. So if that play wasn't there to Jones, Rodgers would still have had time because Runyan got out there to Wise to help out Bakhtiari. Very important. All right, this is nice. See double team here. Get up to the second level, get our linebacker, and let's finish for some good measure there late in the game. Very nice stuff in OT from Runyan. Again, not the best run blocker, but he has his moments, and that's important. Again, Dexter Lawrence, a very tough assignment. As we know, look at how tight the hands were there. We're staving him off. Good extension. Rodgers is going to have an alleyway here to work with, so we've driven him out of the play, which is huge. How about this seed from Rodgers? Just really quick. Look at that seed from Rodgers to Randall Cobb. Okay. More stuff from Runyan now. We're running the football. No, we're not. Okay. Pass protection. We need to slide this. offensive linemen are sliding. I need to get to 71. That's my assignment now. Gets there, no problem. This is another really nice job. We're pulling. Runyan is pulling. He's leading the charge on this outside. What do you have to do? You have to seal this outside guy. Okay? 55 makes it a little bit easier because he crashes down a little bit on this play. But Runyan, again, what he needs to engage, because he's out front, he needs to take care of this end man on the line of scrimmage. DeGuara is going to take away this linebacker, right? Look at how he hooks around, and we've got space. Look at this. Daylight is being created for A.J. Dillon there in the run game. That's a good job by Runyan. That's probably my favorite run rep of his. So probably so far this season. Myers kind of up on the ground here. Look at how active Lawrence and powerful Lawrence is with his hands. Look at that. Basically gets Runyan to hit himself. But we're hanging on, and he fought well through that rep. I think he would have actually won that if that had been a longer play. But you see Jon Runyan Jr. be able to just execute his assignment in front of him. But what he does really well is the vision. He's looking around. He's seeing, okay, does my buddy out here have a disadvantageous matchup that might be taken advantage of? Can I help him out anyway? And that's where Runyan gets really good. And I know he's not the best run blocker, but you've seen the moments here, and you see that, okay, this is an asset to this offensive line. He really shouldn't be, there was talk about like, oh, when the Packers have their best five, Runyan needs to sit down. Like, that cannot be the case anymore. Runyan needs to be out there 100%. No matter if you're moving Jenkins back inside, Jenkins and Runyan are taking the guard spots. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Jon Runyan Jr. If you did, like down there, subscribe if you're new. We're on that road to 1,000 subs, so hopefully get there soon, but a lot of more Packers content, film room content coming very, very soon. But I will see you guys in the next video. Farewell.